Well, welcome everyone. We're picking up here where we left off with Lil, who was telling her story to us about what she experienced prior to coming into our office for care. And Lil, you just mentioned your plight with a neurosurgeon, who I think was the last person that you had seen prior to coming into us. When we went off camera, you mentioned to me what had occurred at the end of that appointment when he told you he didn't feel he could help you and actually might make you worse if he did surgery. So if you pick up with that, I think that'll be interesting for everyone too.
Okay. Well, it's frustrating for me to have 3 different doctors now tell me there's nothing we can do and you will be in a wheelchair. And they do this. And they say, I'm sorry. And the last one walked me out and the receptionist asked if I needed another appointment and he said no and walked away. And it's a devastating feeling. It's like I'm finished.
Would you call it almost like pulling your hope away from you?
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly. In fact, that day I went home and had a good cry and thought, all right, and then I try to be a positive person, so I thought I'm going to fight this. My problem in the past, I have some other health issues. And you go to the doctor and they fix them. Heart surgery. I went to the hospital, they fixed my heart. So I'm accustomed to having things fixed.
Right.
And to hear we can't fix it was tough. I had to learn to give things time. I started coming here and I was skeptical. I wanted you to fix me immediately. Done deal. That's not going to happen, and I've come to realize that now. And first few weeks I was still skeptical, like, well, I don't really feel any different. But I began to. And it's slow. And it takes time, and sometimes I get impatient and I try to do things that, like I love gardening, I can't do that anymore. But slowly, things got better. It's better climbing the stairs. I can be on my feet much longer, as long as I'm moving.
Mm-hmm.
Standing still is still a little tough. But I'm seeing improvement over time. It's slow, but it's progressing along. So.
That's great. Well, and you know, there are 3 things that came out of what you just said. Number 1 is, and I've said this for years, no doctor ever has the right to take hope away from a patient. I don't care what it is. There's always something that can be done to encourage that patient or to help them understand it. Maybe there's another avenue or another venue. Part of the problem is you weren't exposed to the other venue or the other avenue by any of those doctors, which was the most conservative thing, chiropractic care for your problem. And part of that is not their fault. It's just ignorance on their part because they don't know anything about it. But I've always said that the reason our profession has survived for as long as it has, in light of the animosity between the medical community and us, is the fact that we get results with things that no one else can. And we're oftentimes the profession of last resort. People will come to us after everything hasn't worked and say, well, we'll try this. Right. And I wish it were just the opposite, because we're the most conservative thing you can do. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't recognize that first and go to the most extreme thing, surgery or drugs. The other thing you mentioned was that you wanted the quick fix. And this is because of our culture today and the way we're educated to think about things. Maximum strength, we'll just cut it out if it doesn't work. Rather than understanding that the body has amazing healing capabilities, and given the proper circumstances, your body can heal. The thing that we don't recognize oftentimes is that the body heals at its rate, not at our rate. And we always want it to heal at our rate, which is usually tomorrow.
Yes.
And because of that, we kind of push it, and you cannot push the body, And really, those concepts, if people can just understand those concepts, we recognize how the body can be encouraged to heal, both mentally and physically. Because once you take that hope away, it changes your physiology. And we see this with depressed patients and all kinds of things. So what I think is really valuable in your story is the fact that you did give it the opportunity to heal. And you still are doing that. You're going down that path. And I know that you've incorporated some other things that we offer here, both at the Center for Nutrition and Wellness and our chiropractic practice. And I want to see if we can touch on those in our next installment here. So you'll be looking forward to hearing Lil's story about how she transitioned into other aspects of alternative healthcare that we offer here at the Center for Nutrition and Wellness. So have a great day.